Welcome back to Showtime on Trust TV. This is our sit-down interview segment, and we have a wonderful group of people here in the studio with me today. My name is still Chimmeli, and I am joined by a few members of the Amazing Love Opera and Orchestra, a powerhouse ensemble of 50 musicians drawn from across Nigeria and beyond. They perform classical, hymns, contemporary works, and music from composers across eras. But now they're preparing for their biggest milestone yet, their first independently hosted concert right here in Abuja, featuring the legendary Beethoven's Symphony No. 9. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome. It's an honor to have you guys here.
Thank you.
It's amazing to the work that you've been doing, your sounds and everything. That is beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, so we're going to go straight into the questions because we have a lot. I have a lot personally, so I'm just going to start. All right. First of all, we want to know the founding story of this orchestra. 50 musicians. You know, that is a lot of people.
Of course.
That's a lot of instrumentalists. That is a lot of musicians.
Actually.
All right. We just want to know, how the orchestra got formed, what inspired the formation of the orchestra, what happened exactly. I'd like to ask you.
Thank you very much. My name is Aniloki Chidera. And then, by God's grace, I am the creative director for the orchestra, Amazing Love. Previously, in the FCT 2019-2020 lockdown, 21, then 22, we've had musicians in the FCT, but then when you look for a group of musicians that are united with single purpose, direction, and sense of belonging, people who work towards achieving a goal, we do not have such. And then over time, it has slowed down the orchestral movement in the FCT. All you can see is choral groups, singing groups. But when you look for instrumentalists who play Western instruments, we don't have united or one body. One body. So in 2021, we began to source for ourselves. We began to link up together one after the other. And then by 2022, I think we were not up to that number, but it's just little by little.
A good number, yeah.
From 10, from 12, from 18, then fast forward to this year. And by the grace of God, this year we are blessed to have board of directors.
Oh, that's amazing! Congratulations!
Thank you, board of directors with our chairman in UK, Dr. Olaiwola Ajileye, MD, a renowned physician and psychiatrist. And in the board, we have musicians too, who actually does well. And then down to the executive. And then with me here today are a few of the executive members, Mr. George and Mr. Israel. So these are just few details about
the orchestra.
The formation.
That is amazing. You have done such a brilliant work.
Thank you.
Okay, so 50 people again is 50. A lot.
Actually.
And I am guessing that you're planning to add more people.
Of course.
That is a lot. Okay, so from different parts of Nigeria, from different parts of the world.
Yeah.
How do you build the unity, the discipline, because people from all walks of life, different backgrounds, different playing methods, they have maybe been in different groups or different associations and now coming in under one umbrella. How do you build that unity and discipline across board?
I'll use one word for it.
Yeah.
It's just love and tolerance. Because if I'm not going to tolerate him, it means I don't love him.
Yeah.
But if I say I love him, means I should be able to tolerate his kind of personality, and then understand that he's not my tribe.
Yeah.
We don't do the same thing. It's
Yeah.
just music. So with tolerance, it's actually very, very possible to work with different languages for the same purpose of music.
Okay, all right, that's amazing. So I will come over to the orchestra director, right? Master, the orchestra master. All right. So personally, I don't know, in-depth details about orchestras, but one thing I know for sure is that they are very expensive to run, especially when there are a lot of people. So I just want to hear, how do you sustain yourselves? Being the orchestra master and all of that in trainings, rehearsals, running it, keeping it together. He has already talked about the fact that there is unity and love and respect. But generally, on the other side of it, on the physical side, how do you sustain it? How do you take care of it?
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Israel Eze Andy. So I would say I'd rather use concert master.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's what is commonly used.
All right.
So in things like this, it's not easy to work with people. While working with people, you need to be patient and tolerance, like he said earlier on. And also everybody have to be committed. Without commitment, there's no work in progress. Then, working with this kind of people, for us to put this kind of concert, we call it symphony orchestra, because that kind of number of persons leads to symphony orchestra. So it's for everybody to do their homework, do their individual rehearsals. It's really not easy. Coming to rehearsals, getting to the venue, and arranging the sheet music, doing the bow markings for all the strings to go in terms of aesthetic beauty. So everything can come out very clean, because music is all about art.
Yeah.
The way the sheet music, the way the bowing moves, and the way everything. You can just imagine when people are playing, some bows are going up and some are coming down, and it does not add beauty to the sight. So that's why I say music is all about art and visual, watching the music and also appreciating it.
Yes.
So I would rather say that coming into this world of music, it's a great sacrifice and also great thing for all of us, because in this part of the world, I would rather say that this is something that you struggle with your daily life hustle, and you still struggle to rehearse your piece. Sometimes it can be emotionally stressful, but once you have an aim, you have a goal, and most importantly, you value what you do.
Exactly.
There is no limit to your progress. So the best I can say is love what you do, and in return, you see tremendous progress. So it's for everybody to work collaboratively without compelling. Then you do your work, and everybody, at the last day, you see the great results. But people watching it does not know how what you put in, the work you put in, doing rehearsals, the stress and everything. They think it's just easy. But then it's also built your life as a great musician. It built your life in all ramifications. Makes you to be more disciplined. Makes you to handle your schedules on time. Because with music, you learn a lot about life. It's not all about the playing, but making yourself more disciplined to face more life challenges.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. So I'm going to come over to the PR person, Mr. George. He has already said something, and that's leading me to my next question. Okay. He talked about, having an orchestra, running an orchestra in this part of the world, in Nigeria.
Yes.
Visibility is hard. It is difficult. When you talk about operas, orchestra, people think about it's a white people thing. It's not really, it's not an African thing, not stock of it's a Nigerian thing at that point. So what has been your biggest struggle with building recognition and audience in Nigeria?
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, like you said, it's not an easy task. especially considering the fact that most people see it just of late that we started hearing about orchestras in different parts of Nigeria, in Lagos, and like he mentioned earlier, even as at 2019, you wouldn't come in and say, okay, this is an orchestra in Abuja. So, but the thing is, there has been instrumentalists, there have been violinists, there have been trumpeters, various instruments. They've been there. But now, when you talk about coming together as a team, to organize an orchestra is very difficult. It's far more easier. It's far easier to have a chorale or a choir, you understand, than to have an orchestra. And that is because a whole lot is involved, both financial and like he talked about, even emotionally. You have to rehearse more, you understand. You have to put in a whole lot of sacrifices that will require a high level of commitment. So when you're bringing someone in to play for an orchestra, each member of the orchestra has, to a great extent, decided to commit both his time, both his finances, a whole lot. You understand? So because of that, that singularly makes it very difficult to get. And now, one of the major challenges that we have is actually getting people to work under an orchestra. Okay. And now the reason is this: we are having an orchestra every week. We are going to have rehearsals. You understand? And we are going to have performances. Now, as an individual instrumentalist, if you are called to an event, you understand, you go. If they pay you individually, it's going to be more than what you receive in an orchestra because they're paying as a group. Okay. You understand? And if you're even going as an individual to a rehearsal for a particular program, they're going to pay you handsomely for even your transportation. But now in an orchestra, we now have to say, okay, we want to work together, we want to achieve this thing. We take it as a team. We take it as everybody takes it up as a task. Sometimes you come when there is no money, especially even before this year. Now, like he said, we are having some sponsors this year now. But before then, when things were more difficult, sometimes you have to come to rehearsal knowing fully well that there is no transportation. And what keeps driving you is, okay, we are working on something and we want to achieve this. And when we achieve this, it's going to be very nice, not just for even us, but for other instrumentalists here in Abuja. So that has been a very big challenge for us. And by God's grace, we've gotten to a good level. I won't say we've gotten to where we are aiming to get to, but we've gotten to a good level. And from here, we hope that we are going to get to that point in time where, okay, we come for rehearsals, and even other people see it as a very beautiful thing to be in an orchestra because there will be a whole lot of benefits. Yeah.
Okay, so first, this question is going to go across board, because talking about rehearsals, training, and now what you're putting together, all the work that you've put together. So this is your first official concert. Okay, and you're starting with one of the most complex symphonies ever written. Yeah. So why did you decide to debut so hard, like, to hit the ground so large? Because normally you could have started with something simpler, something easier, something that everybody can just walk on and it, like the back of your hand, you're very sure. But now starting with something that is very, very complex. Why?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. When you say you are a group and you want to do something, logically, it means you've thought about it. Like you've made proper scrutiny to check if it's something that is doable. Now, in Amazing Love Opera and Orchestra, we have great mind. When we put it out there, we say, okay, let's do this symphony. We consider the time frame. We consider the financial risk. We checked what is the possible whatever that we are going to have this. The drive is, if it's unity and we've chosen to do symphony music, we cannot give less than the word symphony. group of musicians. You have the strings, you have the wind, you have the brass, the keyboard. What again am I forgetting? Percussion. You have it all there. So you look for something that you are playing, you're coming in, you're going out, this one is playing, you're going, and then there's a central conductor, an orchestral conductor to do that. So, and then when we check in Africa, in Nigeria, we don't have much of this. In the entire FCT, we don't have much of this. So we are actually trying to put out that, yes, there is a Nigerian team, there's an African team that can actually do what we think we hear outside. Because we actually have brilliant musicians in the FCT, in Nigeria as a whole.
Yes.
But then we are gathering to see that what you hear online, we can bring it to life at your very doorstep.
Okay. All right. That's amazing. You talked about trainings. So I'm going to ask the concert master.
Thank you.
I'm going to throw that towards the concert master. This symphony has 4 different movements, right? Yes. It has fate, calm, suspense, and triumph. So during trainings up until now, which one has forced the orchestra to probably dig in more emotionally to get something out, you know, while playing, while rehearsing and training?
Okay, thank you. So, first of all, I want to correct something.
Okay,
during the opening session, you said Beethoven 9th Symphony. Actually, we're doing Beethoven 5th Symphony.
Oh, 5th. Okay.
5th Symphony.
Okay.
So, 9th Symphony also famous. 5th Symphony is also famous. So that's Beethoven 5th Symphony has 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th movement. Second movement seems to be the most technical movement, even though it's very slow. It's very
the
technical.
Calm or the suspense?
The calm.
The calm.
Okay.
Calm one, yeah.
Okay.
It's very, very technical. So we are not just playing this music because we love to play or because we want to show, yeah, we are good at it.
Yeah.
We are doing it because we need to touch lives of people through this music. We need to create awareness for your mental health. Yeah, this should be something that has come to stay, either periodically, whereby you have to go out with your family to watch kind of operatic music,
yes, exactly.
orchestral music. Once in a while, this can create a kind of
bond for the family.
Exactly, joyful mood.
Yes.
So it's beyond just playing for fun. It
Thank
had a
you.
lot to do.
Thank you so much. You spoke like a true concert master. The way he was listing those names, I was like, oh my God. All right, so quickly, we actually do not have time because we are going to allow you guys play at least for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
All right, that's the part that I have been patiently waiting for, and we're like almost there. In fact, we're there already. Okay. But I have just one last question for you. He talked about, the impact that he wants, this concert to have on people and the orchestra itself to have on people. For you personally, what cultural impact do you think that, or do you want this concert to leave on people, after this?
Yes. Okay. I think he started, while he was talking, he addressed parts of this question, right? There, in this part of the world, we overlook our emotional being, our mental states so much. Now, like I was saying, in the Western world, when it's time for vacation, a family might just say, okay, this evening we're going to go for concerts, and they take their family and they go and they watch an opera concert or an orchestra. Or just they go, they enjoy themselves, they use it as a time to heal themselves, you understand? And even if you check our history, I'm from Igbo, right? When I was young, you understand, when it's time, when this time of the year, when we go to the village, in the evening, you discover something. We come out maybe under the moonlight, and then we okay, we sometimes we are playing music, sometimes we are playing that oja.
Yes,
You understand?
exactly.
Everywhere is calm and everybody is listening. That is a period of healing. You understand? Those cultural moments are gradually dying away, and it's just the same to what these guys are doing in the West, and they have been consistent with that. And in replacing that today, what are we having? Work.
Exactly.
You work morning, you work afternoon, you work night, you even work midnight. You understand? It's normal now, but I'm just happy. Why I'm happy is because gradually we are coming to our senses. This Sunday I was at a concert where they performed Handel Solomon, a choral group in Abuja. I think the chorus is their name. They performed Handel Solomon, a book by Handel Messiah. It was very lovely, and something struck me after the concert, when we were going home. Some persons were making some remarks. They will say they are very happy. They've been coming for this kind of event. They've not seen it turn up like this. That they are happy that people are finally turning up.
Yeah.
You understand? So people are getting
aware.
Yes,
and
are
coming
getting
back.
Yes, and now why this concert is very important is that recently we've been seeing it from chorals, but we've not seen it from an orchestra.
Yeah.
Especially in Abuja. In Lagos now, in fact, it's now happening in Lagos.
Yeah.
Frequently, this time of the year, some orchestras are having some concerts, some Afro concerts, different concerts. But this is the first time it's happening in Abuja. And we want to create that culture.
And
yes,
make it
and
continue
it periodic.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you guys. I wish we could continue this conversation, but I still have a lot of questions. But unfortunately, our time is up, and we have to let you play. Even if it's for a minute or two. I would like to hear that, because in JSS1 in school, I had a music teacher that defined music as food for the soul. And when he was speaking, he made mention of that a lot, and it took me back. So now all I want to do is feed my soul with with your act. Okay. So let us go on a break, and when we return, they will be playing something for us. Do not go anywhere. Thank you very much for staying tuned for this episode of Showtime. Thank you to the Amazing Love Opera and Orchestra for that wonderful rendition. Make sure to join us again, same time, same station next week for another amazing episode. I am still Chimmeli.